I'm here to talk about The Matrix. I've knew what The Matrix is since 2022. And you're probably wondering, what is The Matrix? What is The Matrix? The Matrix is the society that we live in, the cycle of the system. There are many factors that contribute to The Matrix and what The Matrix is. Being comfortable, being distracted, narratives, scarcity are factors that drive The Matrix. It's been fully normalized since the beginning of time. So I watched the Matrix movie a day ago, and there is a quote that Morpheus said that really resonated with me. And that quote was that most people aren't ready to be saved. Most people aren't ready to escape. Most people are already comfortable with the position they're in. Most people are just not ready to escape the Matrix. This is absolute facts. Because I've tried convincing other people to escape the rat race for the past 2 years. Most of the students just laughed and mocked. What they normally say is that there is no Matrix. And that's why I agree with what Morpheus said. Because most people aren't ready to escape. Their minds has already been embedded into the system. They've already been brainwashed. These low-value degenerate peasants in my school has already been brainwashed by the Matrix and the system. That's why they don't believe. All they do is mock and laugh at me when I tell them to escape the Matrix and escape the rat race and the system that has been built by society to keep you trapped in a box. Alright, so I'm going to be honest, right? Majority of the students in my school are low-value, degenerate, retarded peasants, right? They're comfortable, they're distracted, scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, doom scrolling, watching Netflix, these entertainment, absolute garbage, wastes of time. On top of that, they're partying, wasting their life on degenerate characteristics and behaviors. I really don't feel bad for any of these peasants that have been laughing at me when I tell them to escape the Matrix. Because I know for a fact that while they're trapped in the cycle of the Matrix, working paycheck to paycheck, while being replaced by AI, they won't be laughing anymore but looking up to my success. In summary, the Matrix is everywhere. The school system, the news, the entertainment, and the everyday lives of going to school, getting a job, working to the age of 70, which you then retire and die. If you ever question or speak against the Matrix, you won't be a threat. Not right now. So the question is, how do you escape the Matrix? You must become the best version of yourself financially and physically. You must have a good mindset, you must have a good mentality, you must build your character through lots of obstacles, pain and suffer. You can do AI, e-com, trading, whatever it is, as long as you get rich, you're good. You're free from the Matrix. I'm back again. AI, e-com, trading, SMA, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. As long as you get rich, that's what matters most. That's the reason why I'm focusing and dedicating my time to becoming financially successful. Just to break free out of the rat race. And to become financially successful and to be the best version of myself. And provide for my family, protect for my family. And also stop my entire generation and bloodline from going into. That is why I'm trying to become financially successful. Is to get out of the rat race. To escape generational slavery to the system and the Matrix and the cycle. That's the reason I'm trying to become financially successful. The door is closing soon. The rich is going to get richer and the poor is going to get poorer. If you don't become financially successful soon, with the power of AI, AGI and ASI, those with more power, those with more money will exceed you rapidly and get richer while you get poorer. That's why you want to get rich as soon as possible. If, however, you take the jump from becoming financially successful to building a huge audience, I'm going to repeat this. Getting rich and having a huge audience equals power. Getting rich while being influential equals power. Once you exceed and obtain that financial and influential status, you become a threat to the Matrix. Absolutely become a threat to the Matrix. Unless you're a retarded streamer or an LGBTQ activist, you are a threat to the Matrix if you oppose it. If you speak against the Matrix, those 3 agents from the 1999 Matrix movie will be after you. If you obtain a mass audience, if you build a huge audience, and after that, you build a huge audience, you influence them against the Matrix, you are gonna be cooked. There will be a target on your back. I'm gonna repeat it again. If you are financially successful and influentially successful, you have both influence, finance, that equals power, by the way. Mass audience plus financial freedom equals power. And when you have power, there will be a target on your back. I'm just going to make it clear. There will be a target on your back. Those 3 agents are going to be after you. So, I'm going to be honest. Escape the matrix, break free of the cycle, avoid distractions, avoid being comfortable, avoid going to parties, avoid being a low-value, degenerate peasant, and get rich and become financially successful. That is your goal, to break free from the matrix. That is your goal, to retiring your parents. That is the only way to achieving financial freedom. That's the only way to building freedom. If you want to take it a step further and build influence, you can. But again, you build influence and you're against the matrix, there will be a target behind your back. And, there's examples of this. I'm not going to name it here. That's it for me. And become successful, get rich every day, 24/7. I'm trying to help my parents and break them out of the system, out of the matrix, out of the constant 9-to-5 routine. That is it for me when it comes to what is the matrix. Also, propaganda narratives comes with it as well. They will paint a picture on you.